Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us in this episode is Seraphis, my level 90 Death Knight, my Draenei Death Knight. Say g'day, Seraphis.
We stand united.
We stand united indeed. Why are we here, folks? Why am I on this character? It's because there are mere moments to go. In fact, if I bring back the UI, right now it is, 6:20 p.m. my time here in Melbourne. At 7 p.m. patch 6.0.2 is going to drop, and that is very, very significant. Why is that significant? It's because a couple of things are going to change here in the World of Warcraft. Namely, of course, it is the pre-expansion patch. So as you guys know, Warlords of Draenor is coming in November. This patch that's about to drop in 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes now, is going to change things forever in the game. And it's going to set up an event that's going to lead into everyone traveling into the Warlords of Draenor expansion. One of the things that is going to change is very significant, and we're here because we're going to, now where am I? Here we go. We're going to head somewhere very special. I'm going to get off my mount. You guys know where I am. Of course, I'm in Stormwind City. We're going to go through this. This, of course, is a portal to the Blasted Lands. Now, why would I want to go there? Of course, you guys know very well what's there. It is the Dark Portal. And, of course, this thing here we go, the Dark Portal. And we're just waiting for everything to load in. Here we go, we'll hop on a Swift Griffin. This here is going to change very significantly very shortly. And in fact, you can probably tell already that things are loading in very, very slowly. In fact, you can't even see the portal graphics yet. That's because there are so many players around here. They are slowly going to load in. Why are they all here, and what on earth is going on? Well, let me tell you, it is a very historic moment right about now, because this is one of the last times you guys are ever going to see this dark portal as it stands today. And specifically, and unfortunately it's not loading in, specifically it's green. As you know, you come down here and of course the dark portal has that green sort of energy that is in there swirling around that takes us through to Outland. Well, that is going to change forever, and there's going to be a massive event. There it is, it's finally loaded in. So get a load of this. This is a very historical moment now, and it's a very emotional moment, especially for me and a lot of other players. In fact, you can tell it's not just me, there's a heap of players. Look at this, we've got people lined up on the top there. The patch that's about to drop will change this forever. Not only will it change what's on the other side of this portal, but it'll change the colour of the portal itself. I don't know about you guys, but I remember 8 years ago now, the very first time I arrived here in the Blasted Lands. Where are we? Of course, we're in the Blasted Lands. If I bring back the map, there it is. We'll open it up. And of course, it's changed since back then as well. But we're in the Blasted Lands, and of course, the Burning Crusade came out, and this became suddenly a very significant area around here. And if we go up high, our frame rate is going nuts because there's so many players around here. Oh my lord. Down there, there it is. That is what it looks like now. The very first time we ever came here, it was one of those moments where I thought to myself, my God, talk about amazing. I had no clue what was going to be on the other side of that portal. In fact, let's take a screenshot right now. There we go. In fact, I'll get one with me in it as well. Let's zoom out. There we go. Lovely, for posterity's sake, of course. I remember coming here and thinking to myself, my God, for 2 years we've stared at this portal and we haven't known what is on the other side of it. And then, of course, the Burning Crusade came out, and for the very first time I remember coming here on this very server, in fact. Thrall is the server that I'm on with this character. I stood right here, took a bunch of screenshots for a start, and just thought to myself, you know what, when I step through that portal, a whole new world of Warcraft is awaiting me. And I was so excited, and there was so much trepidation, and I just remember that like it was yesterday. And here we are again 8 years later, and it's all about to change one more time. So just thought I'd very quickly capture this on film before the servers go down. They're going to go down for about 12 hours or something ridiculous while they patch this in. This is it, folks. This is the prequel, if you like, the pre-event to the Warlords of Draenor that is about to drop. This is the last time you're ever going to see the Dark Portal looking like this. So I suggest we'll take a moment. Let me take another screenshot, by the way. Let's get me in it. Where am I? Here we go. This is it, the final moments of World of Warcraft as we know it. What I'll do is we'll be back, of course, once the patch has dropped, and once we're able to take on a whole bunch of new quests that'll be around here, leading us through, on cookie crumbs no doubt, into the Warlords of Draenor pre-expansion event. So don't worry, as far as you're concerned, you'll see that in a few moments. For me here filming this right now, it's a bit emotional because I get to say goodbye to something that's been like an old friend for the past 8 years, carrying me through into the Outlands on my amazing journeys with all of my characters. So for me, Dark Portal as it stands now, farewell and thank you for 8 years of absolute joy and pleasure. For you guys, in a few moments, we'll be back with the new adventures as we lead up to the Warlords of Draenor. I certainly can't wait, and I've no doubt that a lot of you guys have got some fond memories of the very first time you stood here in front of this, the Dark Portal, and went through it. So if you're anything like me, this is a bit of a sad farewell. Anyhow, I'll stop filming now. We will be back a bit later on, and hopefully a whole bold new world of Warcraft and the Warlords of Draenor will await us. We'll see you then.
Venar's blessings be upon you.
Drink, Hellscream. Claim your destiny. You will all be conquerors. And what, Gul'dan, must we give in return? Everything. Reject this gift. And did you bring these mongrels here just to watch you die? Not our destiny. Times change. We will never be slaves! Conquerors.
And welcome back, folks. Here we are after that most epic cinematic. The patch has dropped. We are in World of Warcraft patch 6.02. That's right, this is the pre-Warlords of Draenor expansion patch. And oh my god, have things changed. In fact, you can see here I have logged back in exactly where we left off just moments ago as far as you're concerned, and I am dead. So clearly things haven't gone well. Before we release my spirit, you can see this little window here which is telling us what is new here in the Warlords of Draenor pre-patch. And this is a great little screen here to just highlight all of the new features that are here in this patch, including the interface features, the pre-made group finder, and of course starting the epic quest for this new expansion, which is the Dark Portal. Azeroth is under attack. Yeah, we kind of figured that out because we're dead. Head to the Blasted Lands, stop the Iron Horde Invasion. If I click start that quest now, it clears it away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to release our spirit. Now, I have no idea where it's going to take us. Oh, I see. It's going to bring us to the graveyard. I'm just going to actually res here at the spirit healer because I can't be bothered going back to get my corpse because, yes, I know about durability. I will probably just die. Oh, my lord. Okay, there are bad guys everywhere, and you can see they are level 90. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you log into the game is that it looks just gorgeous. It looks so much better than it ever has before. In fact, if I mount up, oh, is my mount working? No, it's not. There's a new button that we need. It's this one, summon random favorite mount. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any favorite mount set at the moment, so let's just quickly right click on one and set it as a favorite. I'm going to replace this old macro that I had here and use my new random mount button. Of course, we'll get into that later on. By the way, I've got all of my macros disabled and all of my add-ons disabled. I just didn't want to cause any problems. So let's just head on up and look at that. Look at the draw distance. Look at the quality of the graphics. It is absolutely amazing. And the reason for that, by the way, if I hop in here, and by the way, you can always bring up that what's new window, which is really nice by hitting escape. If we go into the system and then go into the graphics, you can see this is all completely changed. And it's a lot like it was in the beta when I was showing you that. So now you can set all of these new options here to ultra and high, and this is the really cool thing, you can enable a different setting for when you're in a raid or a battleground. So you can make it look all gorgeous when you're out here questing solo, but when you want performance at its maximum, then you can turn everything down and enable that for raids and battlegrounds, and I think that is just fantastic. But yeah, in here are a bunch of new options. I won't bother going through them. You can see them right there and pause the video if you really want to. But needless to say, it looks absolutely amazing. It really, really does. So of course, we've got the usual stuff. We've got the shop here. There we go. The new Warforged Nightmare is there. We've got a whole bunch of pets, and of course, these are all live now. This is not beta. We've got all of the mounts that are there, and of course, the level 90 character boost, should you wish to do that. But look at this. It is just the most beautiful looking game now. I can't believe it. I always loved the graphics in World of Warcraft. Now it looks even more amazing. And of course, the other thing that's really cool about this is that our character models have all been changed, and some people are going to like it and some people aren't. So it's not going to be too obvious here on my Draenei, but over the course of our Let's Play series, I'm going to show you things like the humans, and of course the orcs and the gnomes and goblins. All of the original undead, all those vanilla character models have been upgraded, and some people don't like it, and you can always switch between the old and the new character models, so don't worry if you don't like the new ones. And by the way, the barber in Stormwind City or Org or wherever you like to go to your barber is currently free, and not only does it do hairstyles, but it also does your face. So if you really don't like the way you look, don't panic. Just head straight to your barber and you can fix it all up nice and easy. Lots of little neat things that we've already covered off in the beta, of course, like for example here. Click this button to clean up your bags. It auto sorts and moves items out of the way to make room for new items. That is brand new. Of course, what else we can do is change what a bag is for. So if we click on a little, in fact there it is there, click the bag icon to assign a type of item. This feature works well with the clean up bags button. So we just click on this, we can say, hey, let's assign all equipment or consumables or trade goods to that particular bag, and you can make a bag be ignored by the auto cleanup as well if you've got something set how you like it. So yeah, lots of little neat things like that. Of course, if we go in here, here's the new group finder that it's talking about. The pre-made groups tab is a directory of groups who are looking for more people. You can browse a list of groups or list your own group for others to see. So that's in the dungeon finder. So dungeons, scenarios, the raid finder, of course, and then we've got the pre-made groups. This is such a great idea because, as you can see here, you can use it for questing as well as dungeons, scenarios, and raids. So it's not just for that sort of stuff. So of course, if you and a couple of mates decided, hey, we just want to quest here, for example, in the Blasted Lands, we could actually start a group if we wanted to for questing, or we could find a group, and it's really neat. And I love this idea, and it's about time that they did it, and other MMOs should do this as well. Of course, you've still got your PvP here, and now it's set out into casual, rated, which of course I'm not at the moment. It's the arena and rated battlegrounds. We've got war games here, which are really, really cool fun. Don't worry, we'll cover all this off in future episodes. And of course, if you've got a pre-made group, we've also got challenges here. I'm not sure actually. I've been blurred in terms of what was in beta and what was in live. I can't remember if this was in the live version or not. Either way, it's another little neat time sink if you want to challenge yourself to get through these particular instances in your best times. It's really cool, and of course it's like, you know, leaderboards and challenges against other players, which is neat. In our character here, you'll see a couple of things. For a start, all items now have an outline. So for example, blues are blue, greens have a green outline, etc, etc. Makes it very easy to see exactly what rarity they are. As always, you can hold down shift and compare things to what you've got here in your inventory. So if I go to, I don't know, what do we got here? Have I got any armor in my inventory? Yes, I have. There we go. Just hit shift and that's per normal. And of course you can see green or red shows you whether it's a better or worse stat. Nothing new there. But what we've got up here are the titles, and if you look down here, you'll notice that we should have somewhere down here, I don't know if I've done any, I don't think I've done enough PvP. On my other characters, if you ever had an old PvP rank, it will now appear in here. Not for me, unfortunately, because I haven't done much PvP on this character. Of course, all my world event stuff's there. But yeah, that's a really neat idea, and I like that. We've also got the reputation tab as per normal. You can actually champion a faction now by just clicking on a star button, and you'll earn the bonus reputation just by clicking on that. It's not all controlled by this tabbed system now. So that's really cool. We like that. And of course there's all your currencies as per normal, and you can still put the favorite ones down here at the bottom of your main bag, which is neat. What else has happened? The spellbook and abilities. Of course, all it's going to tell you is what's changed here as normal, your professions as normal. Nothing's really changed there. The spellbook really hasn't changed that much either, unless of course your class has had any major spell changes, which mine really hasn't had any major ones, so I'm not going to bother going through those for you right now. But the layout of it is exactly the same. The specialization and talents is exactly the same, except now of course you've got a level 100, and we're not at level 100 yet, so I can't choose that. Your specialization window looks the same, and the glyphs window looks pretty much the same. Well, it works in the same way as it did in the live game previous. We've got our achievements window, and of course lots of stuff is going to be added to that. And you can see here, qualified to receive a winning entry in the Azeroth Choppers competition, collector's edition stuff, Hearthstone, you know, all our other games that we've bought over the last few months are in here now as feats of strength. And in fact, there's a whole bunch of new feats of strength you may want to go and check there. This is a new tab, and I like this one here, the legacy stuff. And you can see here stuff that is no longer available, like Leroy Jenkins. That's right, you can no longer get the Leroy Jenkins achievement because UBRS has changed. It's completely changed. So all of this stuff, Zilgarub, you can't run that anymore. Deadliest Catch, you can't do that anymore, etc, etc, etc. All of these sort of things are here, and I love that because, you know, it just is kind of a homage to all of those old things that you used to do. Of course, now we've got new stuff like the garrisons, all of the achievements for our garrison workings, and you know about that because of course we've covered that off in our previous episodes. Collections is a new one as well, and speaking of collections, we've got the mounts and we got the toy box. And in fact, if we go into the collections button here, this now not only does mounts and pets, but like I showed you in the beta, it also has the toy box here. And oh man, I just love this. This is awesome. The flipping table, there it is. Unleash your rage by flipping a table forwards. That's right. If you haven't got it, it shows you where it is, what zone it is, who to buy it from, and how much it costs. So as always, you know, Blizzard have really thought of everything. And you can see here, this one here, football. Where do you get it? It's the Feast of Winter Veil. You can see up the top here, I have got 8 out of 208. So here we go. Here's one. Gems. Oh, it's telling me right click to favorite a toy. Favorite toys are pinned to the first page. So I didn't actually know that. There you go. So I got these masks here. These are quest items that I got through Mist of Pandaria, which is really cool. And you can use your mouse wheel to quickly page through the toy box. So I'm just rolling my mouse wheel there, which is neat. So all of these neat things, which I love to keep, like the puntable marmot from Mist of Pandaria, no longer take up space in your bank or in your bags. And that is such a cool idea. So thank you very much, Blizzard, for this. I love it. And I just can't wait to collect that. So yet again, there's 208, but I've already got 8. 200 more things that I'm going to be able to do with this game, outside of doing all my work for the garrisons and followers and everything else in here. It is just so cool. What else has changed? This has changed. This is now your map and quest log combined, and I really like this. So your quests are going to be listed here based on the current map, of course. You can also right click to zoom out even when viewing quest details, which is cool. View all of them by clicking this button. Up the top here is we can quickly navigate to different maps using the drop down menu, and you can also view all your quests by clicking world over there. And here, of course, we've got a little explanation of how the map works. Right click zooms out, the zoom is the mouse scroll wheel, and left click and drag pans the current map. So if we get rid of this help now, you can see if I zoom in, I can now do this. You could never do that with the vanilla map in the game. You have to have an add-on to do that sort of stuff. You couldn't even zoom like this. So all of our quest stuff is here. If you want to see all of the quests rather than just the zone, that here is the world view. And of course, look at this. We've now got a Draenei. Yay! And you can see the levels here are just a little bit too high for me. Of course, you guys have seen all of our Frostfire Ridge stuff, which is really, really neat. So we're not in Draenor though. We are in Azeroth. And in fact, we're down here. We are in the Blasted Lands. So we can choose that easily with these drop-down menus now, and I really, really like the way this works. So it's a much, much, much better system. So for example, if I click on here, there we go, we are now in the Blasted Lands. Look, they're all the zones that are available in this continent. It is just awesome. And you can see here, oops, I chose one, didn't mean to do that. Let's go to Blasted Lands. I now have 2 quests. So one of them here is a new one, the Iron Horde Invasion. Speak with Vindicator Murad at the Shattered Beachhead in the Blasted Lands. You can see that's over there. I'm going to choose that. My little arrow over here takes me there. This is the quest that you will need if you log into this patch. So it's the first thing. You need to come to the Blasted Lands and you need to go pick up this Iron Horde Invasion quest. And that is the quest that is going to kick off our epic journey leading up to the Warlords of Draenor. So if you've just recently resubscribed and you're wondering what on earth to do, this is where you come. So you come to Stormwind, I guess. This is if you're Alliance, and come down to the Blasted Lands. Of course, there is a portal, which is in Stormwind City, in the Mage Quarter. Come down here to the Eastern Kingdoms, go to the Blasted Lands, get in there. Why won't it? That's weird. Wouldn't click on it. Come on, do your thing. There we go. And head over here to the Shattered Beachhead. Now, Netherguard Keep and all of these things have changed a little bit, so be prepared for a bit of a surprise. But you can see here, this is the map, and I much prefer it. Here, you can either get rid of or show that information, and as always, you can even just maximize the map, so that when we hit M, you can then make it full screen if you really want, so it's like old school land. So yeah, kind of cool. And here is the option where you can show objectives or not, dig sites, and tamers, sorry, not pet timers, all that sort of thing. So you can turn all of that off if you want to go old school. I really, really like this. I think at first I didn't, because it's so different to what we're used to, but seriously, just being able to have these filtered here is really nice. And of course, here is our quest tracker. These are automatically, you can see you can right click and open the details, stop tracking it, show the quest map if you want to, and you can actually see the quest text here as well. So that's kind of cool. So if I click on one of these, I can either do it by right clicking over here, but if I just click on the name of something, it shows me the all familiar quest text, because of course we don't want to miss out on that. Also shows you the rewards, and there you can track or untrack it and abandon it or not, which is really cool. Now automatically, there are no more options for the tracker here. This automatically orders them in the zone by proximity. Now, I don't know if you're going to like that or not. I think it's a great idea. It's just logical. I mean, why would you ever have them ordered in any other way? So you now can't right click on these sort of things to change that. But you can actually show the map, stop it, do all the things that you can do over here, but there's no point. So it's up to you. If you have quest items, they are no longer in your bags, which is fantastic. I love that. And they will appear just up here as well, or I think they also appear in here. So they don't take up any space whatsoever, which is great. But speak with Vindicator Merard at the Shattered Beachhead in Blasted Lands by order of His Royal Highness King Varian Rin. All able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Vindicator Merard at the Shattered Beachhead in Blasted Lands. Use the portal at the Wizard's Sanctum in Stormwind to head directly to the front line. And this new Horde threat is only known as the Iron Horde. They have taken over the Dark Portal and must be stopped for the glory and honour of the Alliance. Oh my lord, doesn't get much exciting than that. And speaking of the portal, you may have noticed in the distance there that something is different about it. We're going to go have a quick look at that in just one moment. So you've seen the collections. I love this. This is so cool. In fact, while I'm here, I'm just going to favourite a couple of other mounts so that we can, let me see, I want flying ones. Brown Dragon Turtle, no. I just want to favourite a couple so that when we click this random mount button, it's, well, there's a bit of variety. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. No, these are all ground mounts. Ah, there we go. Green Proto Drake. Actually, what I want is the violet. Oh, I want the Spectral Griffin, definitely. So I'll just right-click, set favourite. And by the way, I think all the favourites appear, yeah, up the very top. So that's kind of handy. We've got the Black Drake here. Yeah, that's kind of neat. But what I really want, and look, it shows you what you haven't got as well, which is nice. You can see I've got a long way to go, even though I've got 105 mounts, which I think ain't too bad. What I'm looking for, is it down Warlords Death? What is that? Warlords Death. Oh! The Goblin Lord, I think that is the Azeroth Chopper, so we'll definitely set that as a favourite. Here we go, the Violet Proto Drake, we'll set that as a favourite as well. Now what I want is this Chopper, let's mount this up. Oh, requires the Horde, that's right, of course. So that is the winning Azeroth Chopper Horde motorbike. So that's really cool. Of course, there's no point actually favouring that because I am not Horde. What am I saying? So that's kind of cool. That's what it looks like in the game. There it is. You've seen what it looks like on the show, on the web series. And yeah, they didn't do a bad job of it at all. All right. What I want to do also is show you this. This is the dungeon journal before we head away, and this is now fully complete. So this is neat. It's got all the dungeons, all the raids, and it's split out by all of the various expansions. So if I want to go back to a Burning Crusade dungeon and say, hey, what was in Sethic Halls? Here we go. Here is the boss. Here's what he drops for loot. Here is how you defeat him, etc., etc. You know, all of his abilities. Now it is completely full. It never used to be complete, and now everything is there. I mean, let's go to Wrath of the Lich King, go to the Halls of Reflection, oh my god, and, you know, Escape from Arthas, what do? Here's how you do it, here's the rewards, that's what his model looks like, etc., etc. This is brilliant, and of course you can filter it between normal and heroic as well. So that dungeon journal is excellent now. You've also got the shop in-game if you really want it, and of course you've got your game menu as well, which is now where the frame rate and your latency sits. So once again, folks, I have no add-ons running. This is what it looks like vanilla. I'm actually going to run with it vanilla for a while. I've always been a huge add-on person, but of course all of my add-ons are now out of date, which is no good, so I got all sorts of errors. But I don't know, I kind of feel like I don't need them anyway because the interface is so good, and I want to give the default interface a good run for its money and see what it's like. So yeah, I'll keep you posted as to that progress, I guess. Now I'm a little bit worried because I can see icons missing down here, so I'm guessing that I've lost some abilities. I'm going to have to go and set them up. I won't do them right now, but I'm guessing that, yeah, things have changed just a little bit because I can't see. I mean, I normally have items there. Let's go into my talents and see if there's stuff I hasn't. No, you see, I've definitely chosen all my talents there. And what am I in my tank? Yeah, I'm in my tanking spec at the moment. No, actually, I'm in my DPS. Because of course Frost is DPS. So yeah, I don't normally play too much DPS. I normally am tanking on this character, but looks like I've lost a few normal abilities. Death Strike is there. Just going to quickly check. Where's my Frost Strike? That's up there now. That's weird. I'm going to bring that down. Let's have a look at the strikes. Death Grip is there. Death Strike. Of course, if you know a DK, a lot of these will be very familiar to you. What's this? Frost Presence is there. Frost Strike I've just put down there. Horn of Winter. Where's my Horn of Winter? There it is. Howling Blast is there. Icebound Fortitude is there. Icy Touch is there. The Mind Freeze is there. Obliterate. No, that's there. Okay. Outbreak is there. I use that a lot, actually, especially in DPS. Path of Frost should be over there. Yes, it is. Pillar of Frost is there. Plague Strike is there. Raise Ally is there. That's good. Remorseless Winter is up. Rune Forging is irrelevant. I don't really care about it. But No, I'll put it over here anyway. Oh, wait a minute. I've probably actually got rune forging. Let me check. Yeah, there it is there. So rune forging is on my crafting bar, if you like. Soul Reaper strikes an enemy. That is there, I believe. Yep, Unholy Presence is there. Dark Succor is there. Oh, then it gets into the passives. So, yeah, I've got all my abilities there. I've got this Hasty Hearth here, which is neat. That reduces the cooldown on my Hearthstone down to 15 minutes. I really like that. That's a guild passive. Love that stuff. Got my Gift of the Naru. Yeah, okay, so I guess I've just lost some abilities. They did say that they were going to streamline all of this, and I guess that's what they've done. So I'm going to put all these strikes together and pop that up there. Oh, and look at this. I've got my Hearthsteed, of course. And it's a flying mount as well. Oh my god, I love that. In fact, what am I doing? I need to favorite that. Let's just type HEART. There it is. Right click, set favorite. And that means, of course, that that will automatically summon. So, yeah, I don't think I need... Oh, I'll move it over here, actually. Now, something else I bought, I think, yes, there we go, the Iron Sky Reaver. Pretty sure I bought that. That is a neat mount as well, and of course that's got the rockets. Look at that, rockets in the background. They are so freaking awesome. I love this so much. So many neat mounts. Look at the graphics in this. Look how far. I can see right to the end of the zone now. Now I am running most things on Ultra, so I hope you guys can do that as well. Anyway, what I wanted to show you, if we get rid of the tracker here, is this. We logged in here moments ago as far as you're concerned. A day has gone by for me, and look at this, we are now at the Dark Portal. It is a dangerous place to be. So there's a whole bunch of Iron March Legionnaire. They are pouring out of this. They have come from Draenor. It is a Iron Horde Invasion, and look at that. This has changed forever. The Dark Portal now has a red portal on it. So of course we were here yesterday, it was green. That was the last time it is ever going to be green. It is now red because it has changed. And that leads you through to Draenor. In fact, look at that down there. We've got ourselves the same mount as me. Hello. Now I'm guessing I'm going to have to be attacking these guys at some point. And that's one thing I wanted to mention to you guys. Have a look at the hit points here and you'll be able to see it here. My health has basically gone from 500,000 down to 41,000, and that is because the game has now activated the stat squish. Because of course these numbers were getting out of control. People with 1 billion hit points, etc, etc. The DPS was crazy. Now it's gone back to vanilla WoW. It is essentially vanilla WoW numbers. I have 41k health, which would be right because of course remember back in vanilla we were level 60 is as high as we could go. So effectively I would have 40 back then, and it's much easier to manage. And not only that, we can see the DPS here now is not stupid. It's 81 to 150. This is much better. I love this. So now it's back to normal numbers, thank God, because it was getting crazy. So if you log in, you think, oh my God, what's happened to all of my gear? Nothing. It's just a stat squish. So think of it as removing a few zeros. Everything else stays the same. But that's it, folks. Let us head on over to our quest. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And this is a quest to pick up, and it's all about triggering off this pre-expansion event. God, I love the animation. Look at that. That's not me. This is just all random. I love it. Woo! And here we go. This is the storm front. And there we go. The shattered front, rather. Wow, that looks so cool. Let's land down here. Discovered the shattered beachhead. And I must say, I am loving the default UI. That favorite mount button is just so cool. And of course, it means we don't have to have the overhead of all the stupid add-ons that we had before. If you'd like to see the new human models, here's some of them. And there is the detail. If I zoom in on his face there, hopefully you can see that. There we go. By the way, when you hover over people, they outline to show you their friendliness or not. So what their take on you is. If it's unfriendly or with their attack on sight, they'll be red, etc. Or neutral, they will be yellow. You can turn that on or off in the options screen. I've got it on because it's new and why not. But as you can see, look at that. The human male face is a lot different to what it used to look like now. And a lot of people don't like the female human faces. Just saying. I'm just going to walk past this guy, turn off the UI and show you. There we go. So they're a lot more detailed than they were in the past. If you don't like that though, you can put it back. You can have the old character models if you so wish. So of course the other handy thing is we've got a portal to Stormwind right there. So we can go back and forth to and from Stormwind quite easily if you need to go back and empty your bags. For once, my bags aren't too bad. not too bad. I always carry around my tanking gear there with me, but I'm in DPS mode at the moment. And am I in... There we go. I need to go into Frost Presence because I wasn't. What an idiot. And also, have I not rune forged my other weapons? I haven't. I must have... Yeah, no, I haven't. Okay, that's cool. I don't care because we're just going to be doing some very low level, effectively, quests. Let's have a chat to this guy who is going to kick everything off for us. Once again, if you're new, log into the game. If you're on Alliance, come here to the Blasted Lands up to the Shattered Beachhead. And this is where you need to be and chat to this guy right here.
What news from the front?
What news from the front? Indeed, Azeroth has been invaded by a vicious enemy that seems bent on world domination. Hello, Iron Horde. We must act quickly if we are to put a stop to the chaos that is unfolding around us. The situation here is dire, Seraphis. We have much to discuss. Now, doesn't he look the Burning Crusade? Honestly, seriously, looks like Burning Crusade armor there, and I love it.
We must not fail.
So you can see here we've got 2 quests to pick up. Attack of the Iron Horde. We received reports of the Dark Portal turning red right before the attack. They call themselves the Iron Horde, yet they seem to have no affiliation with the Horde we know. Their army is extremely well equipped, and their numbers appear to be unending. They've already taken Netherguard Keep. Our troops on the front lines could use your help, Death Knight. We have to kill 8 Iron March grunts. Now, of course, be prepared for this. If you've got a whole bunch of legendary items on your person, you're going to have to go through expansionitis, which means that the blue or green that you pick up from a rudimentary quest is going to be better than the legendary you fought long and hard for that you're wearing now. Get over it. It's happened in the Burning Crusade, it happens in Wrath of the Lich King, it happened in Cataclysm, it happened in Mr. Pandaria. People complain about it. Seriously, what else are you meant to do? It's going to be better gear, and if you really want to, you can keep your old gear, for memory's sake, in the Void storage. So there's no problem with that. Let's accept this quest.
Walk with the light.
And then let's have a look at this one here. Under siege, those Iron Horde cannons are laying waste to our troops. I'm not sure how much more of this we can handle. Our forces are already spread too thin. There has to be a way to stop those war machines. You can see that we have to sabotage 3 Iron Demolishers.
Our enemies must fall.
And we've got another quest here from Bodrick Grey. Hello, Bodrick.
What can I do for you?
Peeking into the portal, I sent Scout Pazurp to get a better look at the portal. She should have reported back by now. What could be taking her so long? She is one of my best scouts. I hope she's okay. Find the scout and use her telescope.
For the
Now,
Alliance.
of course, again, if we just click M, it's only going to show us, rather than a great big list, only going to show us the quests that are relevant to us in the area. And it still has this blue area here to show you the general idea of where you need to head to. So that's really cool. And it shows you on the mini-map as well. And of course, if we want, we can actually turn them on here in the tracker. But in the tracker, it's going to show us all of the quests here. So what I could do if I wanted to is I could right-click and stop tracking some of these quests that are not in this zone. So for example, if I open this one, these ones are all over in Mists of Pandaria. So I'm just going to get rid of these, Kharasan Wilds, and I just want these to be ones that are relevant here so that I know what I'm doing. Golden Lotus, we'll stop that. Temple of the Red Crane, we'll stop tracking that. Do a barrel roll. Oh, what is that one? No, that's over. I think if we show it on the map, yeah, that's over in the Kunlai Summit. So we'll definitely get rid of that one as well. So now I'm just tracking the 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 4. What's that one? Distinguished Service. That's at Karazhan. Oh, that's my old Violet Signet. Ah, classic. Well, what do you know? Anyway, now I've got these, and of course I can just click on these buttons here, and you can see up in the mini-map there showing me where I need to go, and they are sorted by proximity once again. So, yeah, it's up to you as to which order you do them in. I just know that I'm going to have to head over in this direction. Now, by the way, the other thing that I'd just like to say is I've noticed on my friends list here, so many people, and it's a crazy time of night in the US, so you're not going to see many of them on right now, but pretty much all of my BattleNet friends are back in WoW now, and that's because this is such an amazing patch, and the game has just got even better than it already was, and it is seriously awesome. And so I cannot recommend this highly enough. Please, please, if you're on the fence, just come back and check it out, even if just for 1 month. Definitely check out this event here, because it's not going to be around forever. This is the invasion of the Iron Horde here at the Dark Portal. It will only happen once. You will kick yourself if you miss it, and it's a pre-event to the Warlords of Draenor. So yes, you can come back here in the Warlords of Draenor later on, but this event won't be here forever. So just warning you now, that's all. Let's pick up this Flight Master. There we go, new flight path discovered.
It's blessing to you.
Notice as well now that it's just got everything opened up, and notice how many more flight points there are around the traps. You can pretty much fly wherever the hell you like now, but make sure you do pick that up.
Triumph.
So yeah, I'm going to be really interested to know. Let me know in the comments, by the way, folks, if you... And, oh, that's right, I want to show you one other thing. If you like your new character model, I'm really going to be keen to hear your thoughts on that one.
What can I do for you?
Now, what I did want to know is, in the beta, there's a sell junk button, but I can't seem to find it here. Or maybe I'm dreaming, I'm not sure. What you will find is that if there is any junk here, it will be displayed with a special little gold icon on it so that you know it is junk and you know you can sell it. But I don't have any here. I don't have any junk items, like literal junk items. So hopefully we'll get one a bit later and be able to show you what that is, because that's kind of handy as well. So yeah. Alright, now do we need that guy? We need Iron March Grunt Slain. I know this guy's not a grunt, but I haven't done any combat for such a long time. Let us get into this and remind ourselves of what it's like. So Frost Strike now is triggered. Alright, now we've got ourselves some junk, so let's hop back over here and see if it shows up with that funny little icon that I was telling you about. Now where did it put it? There it is there. So this is the icon we're talking about, and you can see if I just do a search for battered so that it hovers, there we go, that highlights it. See that little gold icon on there? That tells me that it is automatically junk, and so I can just quickly, very quickly sell it. I don't have to worry about it at all. So that's a neat little touch there. It's not an auto sell, but it's about as close as it gets, I guess. Alright, so what do I need to do? I think we need to... Yeah, they're the demolishers that we need to kill, and there's the Iron March Grunt, so they're going to be up here, I'm guessing. And of course, combat in World of Warcraft is awesome now. It is just so much more refined, and there are lots and lots of combos. Wow, that was bright. Lots and lots of combos with your attacks, and it's basically been simplified. You can see these are triggering a whole lot more.
I need a target.
And yeah, my DPS is pretty yummy, gotta say that. Alright, so these guys are all dead. Very popular area, of course, right now, because lots of people are questing here. How awesome is that tank cannon model? That's awesome. Let's sabotage this. Excellent. 1 of 3. Loving it. Don't forget, of course, we can go to Unholy Presence to make us run faster if we want, being a Death Knight. Or we can just mount up as well. Let's go back to Frost Presence. With my random, I've got to select more as random so that I get these nice little automated ones. I like that. Wow, what's that? Okay, it's a small thorium vein. Who's this up here? Oh my god, it's Archmage Khadgar.
We will find a way through.
What is he doing here? Wow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, is that the telescope peeking into the portal? Right. Hello.
There's much we can learn.
Well, how's that? I completely fluked it. All right, let's use it. Here we go. Cutscene. I must tell King Rin at once. Keep alert, Death Knight. Dark times lay ahead. And off he goes. There's Archmage Khadgar. Wow. Okay, that was really awesome. Of course, if you are a lore freak like me, all of this is going to just be awesome for you. You're going to have a loregasm. Not only that, of course, once you get through to the expansion content itself, the Warlords of Draenor in Draenor, oh boy, are you in for a treat then. Drop that up there.
I'm out of range.
Yikes, what is that? Oh, okay, there was a bomb on me. Ouch. I just noticed, my health. Oh my god. And that hurt me as well. Okay, I need to heal up, in fact. I'm in combat. Oh, what is that? Yikes. Oh, and I got stunned. my health is not looking too good.
Not ready yet.
And of course, the Pillar of Frost is a great empowering device, but it has a very long cooldown, unfortunately. Right, there we go. 4 of them taken care of. Let's asphyxiate them. I love this ability.
I can't do that yet. That ability.
Of course, I've got to use my Death and Decay. Let's drop that over. Oh my lord, I am dead. Well, that didn't last long. I wasn't keeping an eye on my health, and of course I'm not used to dying because... Oh, what? Alright, that's cool. I instantly got rezzed. I have no idea why that is. While we're over here, let's hand in a couple of these quests. Might as well. Alright, that is about the telescope. All done. We've lost too many lives already. This battle is getting out of hand. Indeed it is.
Light bless you.
Let's head on back here, hand this quest in.
How goes the fight?
Under siege. It'll take the Iron Horde quite a while to get those demolishers operational again. Excellent work, Seraphis.
Again.
And let's sell off our junk while we're here as well. Do you know what? I've said it before and I'll say it again. The expansion honestly feels like a return to vanilla WoW. It really, really does. And I absolutely love it. It's streamlined. It is slick. It is completely unbuggy as far as I've encountered so far, and most importantly, it is an absolute ball. It is so much fun to play. What does that do? Strikes an enemy. Oh yeah, okay. Right, 5 out of 8. Let's see if we can find some more of these guys. Get over here. And yes, all of those combat sounds have been updated indeed. Now where did my Death and Decay go? Did I just drop that? It must have dropped because I died. Get it back, don't worry. Of course, go into our spell book and let's see if we can find Death and Decay. Must be back here. Where is it? There it is. Thank you very much. We'll bring that back, and I just want to swap some of these around. Okay, we'll put asphyxiate is alright. This remorseless winter is cool. I'll show you that. I haven't used that much, of course, because I don't really show my DPS side that much. But this is what it looks like. It puts this winter around me. It looks amazing. And watch what happens to the enemies eventually. They get chilled and chilled and chilled, and then they freeze, which is awesome. I love that. Bit of a large cooldown.
I don't have a target.
There we go, 8 out of 8, all done. Gosh, the interface just feels so slick. You know what, I'm really enjoying running without add-ons because add-ons tend to bog it all down and make things feel gluggy. This feels so good. Ignore the frame rate, that is fraps, but honestly the game feels so smooth.
Where do we stand?
Good form, champion. I was sure your presence on the field was inspiring for our troops. Look at that, we get a Ruby Eye Seal, which is, yeah, much better than what I've got. So I'm going to replace... Ooh, which one? I'm going to replace the Seal of the Forbidden Jungle with that one. We'll do that right now. Where did the ring go? There it is. Seal of the Forbidden Jungle swap, and hopefully... Yep, there we go. Definitely more hit points there now as well. And don't forget, you've also got outfits. I'm going to have to rejig all of these as well because it's all changed in this patch, of course. All right, Subversive Scouts. We've been unable to execute a vast majority of our battle plans. We are definitely being watched. The Iron Horde must have scouts planted throughout the blasted lands. Victory is slipping away from us. Kill 5 Iron Horde scouts.
We must not fail.
No problemo at all. And this guy's got another quest for us as well.
Need help?
We arrived as soon as we could, but we are too late. Netherguard has fallen. The Iron Horde has taken a number of Netherguard warriors prisoner. No doubt they are trying to squeeze vital information out of our troops. I fear once they are done with their interrogation, they will not hesitate to execute their prisoners. Time is running out, so we've got to kill 3 Iron March executioners as well. And once again, folks, just hit map. It's all here, nice and easy. That's where we're going to head first, and you can see it over here in the mini map. Nice and simple. I don't think the calendar's changed, by the way. That's the same as normal. You'd think it would have an event entry for today, but no, apparently not. Never mind. All right, let's do this. Let's get down some death and decay. Yeah, I love playing as DPS on a DK. They're definitely awesome. All right, there's another one. That's what we need. And of course, you can hover over it. You can see the tooltip down here shows that that is what is needed.
I need a
Wow,
target.
that was a big hit. I like that. All right, 2 of 5. There's some more over there. And of course, nice and easy to just summon any of our random mounts now. Why not? Oh no, you don't. Get back here. The good old scorpion, as I like to call it, the death grip. Right, we're looking for some more of these guys. That's a grunt. So these ones that we want. Oh, who's he? Iron March Raider? No. Where are they? Ah, there we go. Oh, there's 2 of them there. Definitely activate my Pillar of Frost. Gonna need it here. And of course, Death Strike returns health to us.
I need to target something first.
Not bad. 5 out of 5. We are all done. And don't forget it's AoE looting as well, which is nice and handy. And it's time to hand in.
Come, speak with me.
Hello there, Vindicator. Murad, you've killed how many scouts? No wonder we've been unable to execute our plans.
Walk with the light.
With those scouts dead, we have a greater chance of catching the Iron Horde by surprise. Excellent work,
Let us
Seraphis.
speak.
Nice one. Now, I have no idea. Oh, I guess this is our next quest here, which is ending the executions. If we have a look at the map, it is over that way. But folks, we're running pretty long. That's going to have to be it for now. Don't worry, we will be back in the next part as we continue all of this. We're going to do the entire storyline here, this Iron Horde event. And don't forget, it's not going to be here forever, so be very careful. If you are deciding that you don't want to log in, that could be a mistake because you might regret it in the future, and you'll definitely get a feat of strength, I'd say, for completing all of this. And if you are a lore nerd like me, then you're definitely going to want to do this without doubt. And that's it, folks. I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode. Certainly hope you'll tune in the next one as we carry on this epic pre-expansion patch storyline here in the world of Warcraft. In the meantime, take care, have a great day wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
May the light guide you.